All right, so now we're ready for our next rotation, which is station 2, pizza dough. And in this station, we're going to be observing the mass of pizza dough. I don't have any pizza dough today, so today I am just going to be using some modeling dough. So before touching any of the materials, we need to answer the probe question. Do that, and I'll be here when you get back. So you've finished reading the pizza dough probe, and we want to find out what is going to happen to the mass of the pizza dough after it's flattened and stretched out. You should have made your prediction, and now we're going to test it. All right, so now let's make a model of the probe. Scientists make models when they don't have the actual object or materials that they're studying in front of them. And so what I've done is I've made a model using my modeling dough of the ball of pizza dough. And the first thing that we're going to do is find the mass of the ball of pizza dough. So we are becoming experts at using a balance. Going to put the ball of dough on one side of the balance. Then I'm going to take my weights and we're going to find out how many it takes to level out the balance. So I'm going to start with 20. All right, and I can see that this side is still heavier, so let's go with 25. All right, now do you see what's happening? This side of the balance is lower, and so that means that 25 grams is too much. So that means I have to get out my little 1 gram pieces, and we'll just go one by one until we find out how many grams our ball of dough is. So there is 21. Oh, and remember we get down at eye level to make sure it's balanced. And then there's 22, and I don't know about you, but that looks pretty good to me. So over on my recording sheet, where it says mass of the original shape, I am going to write 22 grams. And then we're going to make a new shape. So I am going to take my ball of dough and make a new shape. Be right back. Hey boys and girls, I am back, and as you can see, I have taken my ball of dough and I've flattened it out, kind of like you would with pizza dough. And we're going to try to find out what the mass of the new shape of dough is. So just like before, I'm gonna take my flattened out piece of dough, same piece of dough that was the ball, I just smashed it. And then we're going to use the balance to find the mass of the new shape. What do you think we're going to find when we find the mass? Do you think that the number will be bigger, smaller, or the same? So I've got my masses over here, a lot of different size masses. So I'm gonna start with the 20. Okay, looks like this side is still a little heavier, so let's put another 20. Oh, notice that this side is down, this side is up. That is too much. So let's try a 10. All right, you can see that this side is this side is higher, this side is lower. So that means that we've got too much weight on this side. So let's go back to our 1 gram pieces, and just like before, we're gonna add one at a time to see if we can find out how much the piece of flattened dough, what is the mass of it. So I'm going to add one by one. Remember, our original mass was 22 grams. What do you think will happen this time? All right, so let's go there. That is 21 grams. Remember to check to make sure it is accurate. I come down to eye level and I look to make sure that the triangles are lined up, and they are not. So I'm going to add another gram, and then I'll come back down, and guess what? Our triangles are lined up. So that means that the mass of the ball of dough is the same as the mass of the flattened dough. Why do you think that happens? So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to record the mass of my flattened dough, which is also 22 grams. And then we have one more question to answer. We're gonna go back and we're gonna look at the probe about Nellie and her pizza dough. And you're going to tell me if you still agree with your original thinking or if your thinking has changed. Then you will record your thoughts and explanation on the recording sheet.